Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Fancy talking about fishing? A lot of people keep telling me to pick a bait and stick with that one bait. Just keep introducing that one bait to my club lake because I'm finding my club lake a bit tricky at the moment. Since the middle of April, I've had two carp out of there. So, finding it a bit tricky. Especially when you go and do a whole day there and then you go home and then a day later someone else goes there after you and then they're posting up pictures of a fish they caught and you're like, why? How the fuck? I was literally there the day before. What am I doing wrong that's making it so tricky for me to get a fish from there when, I'm doing everything that the same as, like, everything that I think is right. I'd have one rod on a solid bag, either a wafter or a pop up with micro pellets, and then my second rod I would have on a Ronnie rig with a pop up on it, and I would like do a couple of hours on a pink. If nothing, then I'll change the colour, and that's kind of what I've been doing. And then if nothing happens on the Ronnie rig for like the best part of half of the day, I'll change over to a fluorocarbon D rig and stick a bottom bait on there or something, or nice blowback rig and stick a bottom bait on, and fake bit of corn on top of it, or trimmed down bit of pop up. And it's just like, I don't understand, but I find it very hard to, to get a bite out of there. When I first got there, I was literally sometimes like throwing in the bait, and now I've kind of like backed off that a little bit, and it's now more like 10, 15 boilies over a spot that I'm on. Little scattering of sweet corn or something like that, just very light baiting, not heavy baiting like I was doing when I first got there. And both of my fish, one of my fish came off a solid bag and the other fish came off a Ronnie rig with an orange pop up, and I've done the same approach every time I go there, and I still find it hard to get a bite out of there. Like I say, since the middle of April, I've had two carp out of there. Mind you, I'm not going to lie, it isn't like a day ticket lake where you're guaranteed to get a bend in the rods every time you go there. It can be, apparently there's supposed to be 80 carp in there, but a lot of people's told me there's less than 80 carp in there. People have told me there's 180 to 120 carp in there, so you don't know, do you? They generally don't know the stocking of what's in that lake, so it's hard to say how many fish are actually in there. But the way it fishes, do you know what I mean? Like, you could have 4 or 5 anglers on that lake, and one person or maybe two person would catch a fish each out of the whole day. It's not like a runs water by any means. But, has anyone got any tips on what I should do. I think it's about 1.5 acres in size. Yeah, about 1.5 acres in size. It's got lily pads all over it. Everyone says stick them in the margins. The margins are good. I've done that. I've done 3 or 4 different swims on that lake so far. Like trying to find my way around the lake and trying to unlock it, as they would say, but I'm just finding it hard. Has anyone got any tips on what I should do? Why is it not showing me? Why is it not showing me like who's on here? Hello, welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. I'm just having a little rant about my club lake that I'm on, and how I find it very tricky to get a bite out of there. So, how's everyone doing? I'm currently sat in my car. My partner's gone and had a little walk around the car boot. I had a bit of a shit night's sleep last night with toothache. So I said I was going to sit in the car and do a live. Have a chat with you guys and see what you guys think about how can I change different things to try and get a bite quicker on this club lake of mine, because I am seriously fucking struggling. It's an understatement. So come on, guys, what's your thoughts? What are you telling me? What should I do? And don't say give up fishing, because that's just not going to happen. Hi, how you doing, mate? You alright? Where's the dog? It's too hot for the dog, buddy, so the dog's at home. Yeah, it's a bit cruel leaving her in a car when it's red hot, so she's better off at home with the fans on, keeping her cool. I'm good, thank you. Oh, that's good. What's everyone doing today? Thank you for asking me about my dog, I appreciate that. Okay, do you remember me? Yeah, I remember you when I had my dog on my last live. Yeah, I remember. Thank you for returning to my live. I really appreciate it. I'm actually trying to get to 500 subscribers. I am at 388 at the moment, so not too bad. Hello, mate. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Wow, 13 people. That's the most I've had on here so far. I'm just having a rant about my club lake I've joined. I joined it on April, and I've had 2 carp out of there since the beginning of April. Thank you for the like. I really appreciate that. What's everyone else doing? What are you all doing? Is anyone out fishing? Anyone on holiday? Working? What's everyone doing? Let me know. The sun is seriously beaming in. I am starting secondary school on the 1st of September, and my sister and brother starts on the 3rd. I don't worry if you don't understand it. No, that's fine, I understand. My daughter's going to college. She starts her college in 10 days. So yeah, she's looking forward to that. Well, she's a bit scared, but she's looking forward to it. She's got ADHD and autism, so she finds it hard with all these different changes and things like that. And she thought she could stay in her secondary school, bless her. She thought she could stay in her school forever because she had mates in there, and she didn't understand that when she was leaving, like leaving school to go to college, she thought she could stay in that school and be with her mates, and it broke her heart telling her that she couldn't do that. But she understands now. She's getting herself all ready for college. Well, good luck on secondary school, and I hope it all goes well for you. Get your head down, do your exams, do your work. Yeah, I'm nervous, but I know a few people from my old school. That's good. It's always good when you got some people that you know going in there. It makes it a little bit easier, I suppose. But just keep your head down, do all your work, get some wicked grades, and go out there and get yourself a good job. That's what you need to do, buddy. Thank you for the like. Mate, that sun is proper beaming down. It is burning my face. I've got to go. Goodbye. Goodbye, mate. Take care. Wish you all the best. Thank you for joining my live. Really appreciate it. Be safe out there. It's always nervous when you go to secondary school, bless. It's like your second stage of life of where you're becoming a growing up and things start changing. You're not a kid anymore. Hi, how you doing? Thank you for joining my live. I appreciate it. How are you doing? That's good. You up to much today? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Bit tired. I was up most of the night. But I'm good. Not much, just fishing. Oh, fair play. Where are you fishing? And what are you fishing for? Double Bay? Flatheads? Okay. Do they get big? Are they big fish, flatheads? Oh, I'm not familiar with flatheads. I'm uh I'm a coarse and carp angler. I fish for carp. Whereabouts in England do you live? I live in London. Yeah, I live in London, me. Thank you. I guess flatheads are like, what are they? Sea fish? Salt water? I don't know. I live in Preston. I've heard of that. I've heard of Preston. I think that's quite far away from London. Yeah, up north. I was going to say north, but you beat me to it. Supposed to be some good fishing up north. Train is like 1 hour. Oh, what? From like Preston to London, it takes an hour on a train. And the car is like 7 hours. Okay. Okay. We do a lot of car camping, a lot of travelling around in our car. We've travelled all over the country. And all the seats go back in the car. They all lay flat. And we stick a memory foam mattress in the back. And we go off travelling around the country and sleep in the back of the car. And we've been to some beautiful places up north. We've done Wales, we've done loads of different places, Scotland, and like literally parking up in the mountains and waking up to the mountains in the morning is absolutely gorgeous. Some of my best memories travelling around the country and car camping. Get to see so many different beautiful places. Damn, that side of the car's up. Well, I'm glad people are joining my live and interacting. That's good. I'm glad we can have conversations and talk about things. It's nice.